All right, so it was pointed out to me by subscriber Yellowcat that I have not yet done this video. So today, I'm going to talk about the junk bass. It's nothing insane. It is basically a P bass with a Les Paul style body shape. It's almost 100% reclaimed. The cost and the new parts are really in the pickup more than anything else. But let me give you a quick rundown on it. The body of the bass is made from reclaimed Douglas fir. This wood actually came from the fences and the fence posts of the outdoor dining area from the restaurant that I used to manage when we were breaking that down for the season. And this is, of course, the body that I did the Tru Oil finish on in another video on this channel. The neck and the hardware on this bass came from a different bass that belonged to a friend. He broke it 15 years ago and the parts ended up in my parts bin. All of this black hardware I did nothing special with. The neck I sanded off everything on the top. I did the logo, which I did in a DIY style, which I also have a video about with this method and the water slide method that I've been using since, that I actually prefer now. I leveled these frets and just got the neck playing right and threw it on. It's nothing insane. I didn't scratch build this one. I am working on some scratch build necks now for future projects. So the only new parts on this thing, like I said, are the pickup and the pick guard. Even the rest of the wiring harness actually came out of the parts bin. The pickup is the Fender original 62 style P-bass pickup. I'm very happy that I spent the money and got the nice pickup. It really makes a huge difference. The thing sounds great. And this pickup was actually most of the cost. This was $100 of maybe $130 that I spent total building this whole thing. The pick guard was a regular P-bass pick guard, as you can see, and I just cut away this side of it to make it mostly match the body lines for this bass. Now, as far as the construction of this thing, it's pretty simple. I threw together the body blank from this Douglas fir. I jointed all of it. It's a 9-piece body. This is 9 separate boards. I dig the look of it. I am glad that I alternated the boards. It was 2 long lengths of board that I cut into the segments. I'm glad that I switched them up to get this striped look out of it. I think it looks pretty awesome, and I think that it wouldn't be the same if I had big chunks of one color and then the other across it. I did a butterscotch, an amber color coat over it just to get kind of a little bit of an aged look versus the white, like uncolored tone of the Douglas fir. And then I did the Tru Oil stain. This neck is a 34-inch scale, but it's a 24 fret neck. So because of the way that this is constructed, it sits out and away from the body a little further, which is why, as you can see, the bridge is further up closer to the pickup than with most basses with this scale length. In future versions of this bass, I'm actually going to do more of a P-bass style neck, something with like 21 or 22 frets. It will bring this bridge back down into place, and it'll bring the neck further into the body so that this is a more comfortable playing position. My main gripe with this bass right now is that when I'm standing playing it, this neck is out further from my body than I prefer to play, and playing in the first position is just a little uncomfortable. So that's my big problem to remedy with the next iteration. The only other problem I have with this bass is that I managed to mess up the ground wire when I was installing something. So sometimes it can hum a little bit until I get the chance to go in and take out the bridge again and fix that ground wire. It's just going to be a little noisy. But I know that problem. It's a diagnosed problem. It's something that I can fix on this one as well as avoiding on the next one. Other than that, I really love this thing. I love how it sounds. I love how it looks. I mostly love how it feels and how it plays. So, 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4 isn't bad, right? But let's get you some demos so that you can check out what this thing sounds like. And that is the junk bass, version 1 anyway. I do have version 2 in the works. The body is cut for it. The rest of the parts are sourced. It's going to put in the fixes that I mentioned and make it more comfortable to play. I'm glad to answer any other questions that y'all might have. Leave them in the comments and I will make a video or just answer directly if I have a quick answer for it. Thank you to anybody who wants to reach out and tell me what they're looking for, tell me what they want to see from my channel, because I am still, you know, figuring out how to balance making coherent content while also balancing my hobby of making guitars and full-time work, full-time family, all of that sort of stuff, and remembering to actually put together a story and a single train of thought with these videos that I'm making. So thank you for any of that sort of feedback. My next video that I'm going to put out is a modification I'm doing to one of my combo amps, and that's going to be to put a jack on the back of a combo amp to be able to use it with a cab when needed. And it's a cheap, easy, quick sort of modification. So I'll make a cheap, easy, quick sort of video to go with that for you. And until then, check out the rest of the channel. You know, subscribers will get to see that content first when it comes out, and hopefully I'll be seeing you around.